Good morning, everybody. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Heather. Hi, Beth. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Claudia. Good morning. Good morning. Whew. Having a morning already. I'm just moving at the speed of molasses. I haven't showered. I got my period at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm just in that flow. I've got a headache. So I'm just a bundle of delights this morning for you. But I'm here. I did it. This morning, I've already had my coffee because it's 10 o'clock, and I'm going to do some mushies, not magic mushrooms, although arguably all mushrooms are magic. But we're going to do some chaga this morning to help me with inflammation, and a little bit honey. Okay, I hope you enjoy taking my supplements with me. And yeah, it's so rude in the middle of the night because it's like, what are we doing then? Like, we're just gonna hang out? Just gonna hang out and just be crampy at 3 o'clock in the morning? And I'm taking a little bit of this. I got some canna. Was recommended by one of our workshop ladies for mood uplift, and Lord fucking knows I could use that today. So, woohoo! How are you guys doing today? I hope better than me. I'm actually okay. Like, I've got a lot going on. A lot of snaky stuff going on. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Becky. Hi, Lori. Okay. All right. Okay. This hot beverage is helping me. It's helping me. Okay. So, just an update on things around here. My cat's still not back. We had a wild week. We did channeling on Wednesday during workshop, which was pretty wild. I haven't really sat down and thought about that too much. And what was I going to say? And Thursday felt, was that yesterday? Was yesterday Thursday? I don't know where I am in time. I'm thinking Wednesday felt better, but I don't know. Whatever. It's feeling like better, but like it's not steady, right? It's like we have to constantly shift ourselves back into like the vibes we want because they just keep going all over the place. Um, but so my cat's not back, but I've kind of come to a surrender of that, if you will, and just trusting that if he's coming back, he's going to come back. He's going to come back. And the other thing that's happening is, so I have Gloria, the snake, right? She's really fucking cute, she's little. And I also have Alexander, who will be coming in on the 20th. But over this week, what ended up happening is one of my son's friends, right? This little kid, he's like 10, lives down the street. He's been saying to me that like he also has a ball python. And I've been purposely like not focusing on that because I just had this feeling that like that snake is not living in the proper conditions because it's living in a 10-year-old boy's room, and like that 10-year-old boy is always running around with my 10-year-old boy, so like who's taking care of that snake, you know what I mean? And I've become like a very like helicopter snake mom, and I have so much information in my head about everything. And I'm over here monitoring Gloria's enclosure, like with her cool side or hot side, like down to the degrees and the humidity levels. And so the other day he was over and he's looking at the tank and he's like, wow, this is so fancy. Like, my sink doesn't even have a lamp. And I was like, What do you mean? Your snake doesn't even have a lamp. Like, do you mean like what do you mean by that? Does there like no heat source in there?" And basically that is the case. So this python's been living with no humidity control, no no heat source, and I have been in a high state of anxiety about this all week, because I just like I can't just sit here knowing that. So I'm like thinking in my head, like, what do I do? You know? So I said to him, like, "Hey, bud, like, would do you like the enclosure I have for Gloria? Because if you like, I could do something like that for your snake. I could make a new enclosure for your snake." And he was like, "Oh yeah." So then of course I need to like talk to his mom because I can't just like walk into this kid's house and steal his snake. So finally we wrapped this up like the other day, like yesterday maybe, which I did talk to his mom and asked if I could take the snake for a couple of weeks. So um somehow April has brought me three snakes. So Jimmy's going to be coming in tomorrow. I haven't seen him yet. I haven't met him yet. But I'm going to be creating an enclosure for him too now because I'm crazy. Like, oh my God. But I have to say, like, for the first time in my life, I am being supported and encouraged in like this. Like, normally, like when I was, married to my ex, right? Like, did I get hyper focused on things and projects and everything? Oh my God, of course. Hello. But I was never supported in them. It was more like, oh, look at you, like just doing this crazy thing again that you're going to get tired of in 5 minutes and just like such a fucking attitude. Right. And now I'm just so supported. Like, I don't know. I just feel very loved and supported in my craziness. So I'm just kind of leaning in. And now going to have a lot of snakes in this house for a very, very long time. So I'm gonna try to just mind my business for a minute. I'm gonna stay out of reptile expos and not ask little boys about how they're keeping their reptiles and all that stuff. I'm really gonna try that. So, anyhow, do you want to pull some cards and see what's up for you this weekend? Yeah, House Slytherin, obviously, right? My God. So today, um, we're gonna do plants. Really like plants too. See, this was another thing. And I just wanna just brag on myself for a second because I always said I just kill plants. Like all my plants just died and they did. And I have kept like 90% of my plants alive through the winter from last year. And we're just going strong. So fuck the haters, man. Literally. Harry Potter did change me, like change my brain chemistry. Thank you, Cindy. Also, snakes. Ugh, why do I love snakes so much? Specifically ball pythons. Like I just they are so cute to me and it's so crazy, but like they're so cute to me. With their little boopable faces. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting some snake plants in my snake enclosures because they're very strong and sturdy. Because I have a feeling Alexander's going to be kind of rough on them. So anyway, here are your three plants for this morning. I didn't forget what we're doing here. We're doing this. Wait, hold on. I'm getting completely off track. I had a couple things to say to you. I just like was really rushing and shit. Um, was the first thing. The first thing is we are over halfway through this current season of Normalized Magic Workshop, which is season 5. So season 6 will open for registration in another week or two, let's say ish, or pre-registration another week or two. So if you're thinking about it, or you are an old member, not old, but you know what I mean, previous member, and you were planning to join us for the next season, just kind of have that in your brain. It'll be coming up here before you know it, honestly. Time just is weird. Um, but that's coming up. And that season, season 6 of Normalized Magic Workshop, will take us through the summer. So, kind of love that for us. If you've never heard of it before, that's okay. I didn't really talk about it that much. I'm not really doing a lot of advertising these days, but Normalized Magic Workshop is a group of the most magical people ever. Some have been with me for years at this point. It is a very open, loving, delightful group where we basically are like coffee and magic, but tighter. And that is where I do the live channeling now. I don't really do events like I used to at this time. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram or you can send me an email or just hop on my website, but that'll be happening soon. So that was the thing I needed to tell you. Okay. Um, your 3 plants this morning: pothos, snake plant, and aloe vera. Those are your 3 plants for this morning. So choose which one you feel most simpatico with this morning. Kit, I haven't seen the snakes with hat pictures, but I'm here for that. I feel like Alexander needs like a monocle and a little scarf. Billy? Billy? Sorry. I keep hearing weird things. Okay. Anyway, snake. Oh my god. My brain today. What were the 3 choices? Was it snake, pothos, and aloe vera? Was that what I said? Pothos, snake, and aloe vera. Thank you, Janelle. Pothos, snake, and aloe vera. So those are your choices. Pick which one feels most aligned for you this morning: pothos, snake, or aloe vera. Thank you for paying attention. All right, here we go. All right. So pothos, snake plant, and aloe vera. Tell me when you're ready for pothos. Okay, so this is your pothos. Again, it's pothos, snake plant, and aloe vera. Wind fairy, focus, and disruption. All right, my friends, my pothos friends. So this is a very like, even just tapping into like this poll is like very scattered thoughts. Like it's hard for you to like ground, so to speak. Just like to focus on anything, to like it feels like you are of the wind at this time, and it it might not feel very comfortable because maybe you don't want to be of the wind at this time. Maybe you'd like to be of the trees or the rooted plants. Like you'd like to feel a little more grounded in what you're doing. So good news and news, basically. We have disruption for a reason. Things are like moving so much around you for a reason, because they're being shifted, right? When the disruption card comes, that means you're being shifted into some new energy. The thing with this particular energy, my Pathos friends, is that it's not going to help you to try to brain this and laser focus on a specific outcome with details. That's only going to frustrate you as then the details will change, okay? And you're also going to just find yourself kind of chasing your tail with that right now in this particular energy that you're in. So, what can you do to kind of navigate this? If you have the ability to like not navigate it, then do that. But if you're like me and probably all the rest of you that are just like, I'm gonna need a plan for that no plan, here's what you can do. Your brain's going to have to take a break because it's running too many scenarios. But what you can do is really lean in to things that you know feel good for you. So, for example, as you're going about your day, let's say you make yourself a piece of peanut butter toast and you like crunchy peanut butter. So you put the best crunchy peanut butter on that peanut butter toast. You've drizzled it with some artisan honey and a couple flecks of sea salt. Like you've made a banging piece of toast, right? And you eat that. Take a minute and feel the vibes of that. Like, I'm very proud of myself for one. Also, how bougie am I right now? Like all the feels of that peanut butter toast, like the vibes of that, and just take that energy and say, I want more of this. I want more of this energy. Whatever the fuck is going on right now, this is the direction that I'm pushing myself, right? And just try to pepper in that kind of stuff throughout your day to interrupt the floaty, whirly, swirly feelings that you're having. If you can add in as many like signatures of good feels for yourself, especially tactile, like visceral, body feels, taste feels, like those kind of things, it's going to help you navigate this a lot more expediently. It's going to take as long as it takes, but also eyes on that full moon the week of the 23rd because things will really lift at that point. But in the meantime, seek pleasure giving moments and boost them. Okay. So that is your pothos. You have pothos this morning, snake plant, and aloe vera. Good morning, amazing. Good morning, Mrs. Shenanigans. If you would like to send me a donation, you can do that by going to the link on my Instagram or TikTok profile and sending me a cup of coffee. I so much appreciate it. All right. Did that one hit for my pothos friends? I've got your snake plant. Tell me when you're ready. All right, here's your snake plant. So back again is the wind fairy. Then we have the lady of the lake, and then we have a dragon. Well, well. So again, so whirly energy. I sense a theme for this weekend and general vibes. Like it's just swirly. Like it's hard to put a foot down. But this is a little different than Pothos because my snake friends, you've got Dragon and Lady of the Lake happening. These are these are some powerful energies that are surrounding and backing you at this time. So think of this. Think of this image. Instead of the wind fairy making you feel swirly, imagine just for a moment you are standing on the top of a majestic hill overlooking like the ocean. You know what I mean? Like just this beautiful grassy knoll type of hill with the craggy rocks on the bottom, and you're at the top of it. And out ahead of you is this gorgeous, breathtaking oceanscape, right? The skyline and maybe the sun setting. I don't know. And you're standing there, and this dragon comes swooping down. Okay, and you're not scared, you're excited. And as this dragon is swooping down, just he hovers in front of you and it's just going like this. It's just majestic right in front of the sun, just making all of this energy swirl around you. And you're just standing there, just like feeling this power and this heat from this dragon who's just like sharing his energy with you. And you're just like, fuck yes, like, right, absolutely. That's the vibe of this. So, are you joining me on this hill? Feel it. It's like whoosh, whoosh. Now, what does that do to you? What does that experience of being on this high vantage with this incredible being just giving you all of this energy, just whoosh, what does that do to you? It turns you into this bad bitch right here, Lady of the Lake. Look at her. She's standing there in the middle of the water. She's got her sword and her hair's whipping around. She is absolutely ready. Okay. And that is what is happening for you right now. This moment of swirling chaotic energy is actually the wind and energy coming off of this dragon who's actually, it even feels like he's pulling some of that sun energy and he's just charging you up. And this is you. Okay? So enjoy, my snake plant friends. All right. Last one is your aloe vera. Now, as a plant, aloe vera is very soothing in many ways. As a card pull, we shall see. Yeah. That was a vibe. All right. Tell me when you're ready. Okay. So here's your aloe vera. Here's your little bit of soothing energy. There's your trust card. Oh, but look who's here. Oh my God. It's the same energy. Oh my God. What the fuck, guys? Okay. So, like I just said, I'll repeat it. You're standing on the top of this beautiful hill overlooking the incredible ocean, and that dragon is still flapping his wings and charging you up and like bringing all that solar energy and just like, ooh, you're fucking it up together, right? You're just standing there like, yeah, charge me up, let's go, let's go, let's go. And that is what is happening. Okay, now what's the other part of this story, because it's the same thing as the other one but it's just a little different. Oh, it's this trust card, because maybe my aloe vera friends have this little bit of timid energy or doubtful energy or like what's the other word, imposter syndrome energy happening right now, that's like, Maybe I don't deserve to be the person standing on the hill getting charged by the fire-breathing dragon, right? Like, how am I worthy of like such a treatment? And this is trying to tell you, like, you just need to trust what's happening because it is happening. But you also have to be careful, right? Because you can't play that game with the energy too much where you say, "Oh, I'm not worthy of this," but you're just like being kind of coy and being like, "Oh, I'm not worthy of this," but then you like want it anyway. You need to knock that off because that's a very dangerous game. It's already kind of backfired on you a few times here. Um, False modesty in this space is it just ain't it. Like it's confusing to everything, right? We don't need it anymore. So either you're going to stand there and let that dragon charge you up and you're going to own it, or maybe you need to walk off a hill. You know what I'm saying? Like either just fully lean into that and just be that person, or like don't pretend you want, like don't say you want it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think this has been an energy for a while now. It's like our our deep commitment to making ourselves smaller for the comfort of, people who don't have any desire to be bigger is old. It's tired. If you are still surrounded by people who are threatened by whatever you are, please take a minute and like remove them. You know what I mean? Like, or at the very least, set some serious boundaries and have recognition of the fact that that's happening. Because if you've positioned yourself here, this is what you want. So just trust it. You asked for it. Let yourself be charged up by that dragon. It's not about deserving it. Deserve is a very tricky and mind bendy and bullshit kind of a thing. Deserve means that in order to have something good, you have to behave a certain way, be a certain way, and have earned it in a certain way. And if you didn't, then it shouldn't be for you. And that's an old way of thinking, right? What does deserve mean? Like every person who draws their first breath on this earth deserves to be alive, right? Like until they don't. Like let your actions kind of move you into the space that they move you. But like the false sense of modesty is not serving you anymore. So if you are the dragon, just be the dragon and find energies that support who you are and don't try to change you into something more pocket sized and malleable and digestible for them. Okay. So that is your aloe vera for this morning. Interesting vibes. I think the most interesting part to me is the wind fairy throughout, meaning that we're just really in a swirl right now, right? So, yeah. All right. All right. Well, thanks for joining me this morning. Sorry I was a little swirling myself, but I'm also not sorry because I made it. I made it here. I pulled myself together. I've had my tea and I'm going to go let my uterus do its thing. And I will see you on Monday at 9 for some more coffee and magic. Again, if you'd like to donate to Coffee and Magic, keep the snakes eating. You can do that by following the link in my Instagram or TikTok bio. I love you. See you after this weekend. Bye bye, TikTok. You're welcome. I love you.